incredibly useful facts for dating as a man.
Well, you don't need this kind of advice, and I certainly don't need this kind of advice. So let's just look at some synth sounds together. When it comes to this particular synth sound, it is all based on the sync mode over here. As you can see, we're modulating both syncs with this LFO. And as you can see, what we're essentially doing is we're generating these three plugs where the first two go to a certain point and then the third one goes lower. And you can really hear that in the texture of the sound. You notice those first two are a little bit higher and then it really snaps down to the lowest point, which is kind of a cool way to introduce an idea in terms of sound design and then finally capitalize on it with the latest sound. It happens really quickly, but it's still like an introduction to the sound, and then the final impact of the sound is really what drives it home. Basically, the idea that I want to drive home is that there's ways that you can play the sound in a way that it's not just the sound playing from the start to finish, but there's ways that the sound gets introduced or that the sound kind of delays or fades out, stuff like that you can experiment with to make the sound more interesting. For more sound design tips and tricks, make sure that you subscribe to the channel.